Nu'man ibn Bashir is one of the youngest companions of the Prophet ﷺ. One day his father Al-Bashir gifted him a gift, whether it's a slave or a piece of property, either one. His mother was an intelligent, knowledgeable woman. And she said, I will not accept my son to have such a gift without you taking the Prophet ﷺ as a witness, so that he would testify that it is a valid gift. Al-Bashir took his son and went to the Prophet ﷺ. And he said, O Prophet of Allah, Amrah bint Rawaha, my wife, and she's the sister of Abdullah ibn Rawaha. Abdullah ibn Rawaha was one of the three poets of the Prophet ﷺ who was martyred in the battle of Mu'tah. So Amrah refused to accept me giving my son such a gift until you testify and witness it. So the Prophet said alayhi salatu wasalam, and asked Al-Bashir, he said, have you given this to all of your offspring, to all of your children? He said, no. And the Prophet said, fear Allah and be fair and just with your children. And Nu'man says, so my father took back the gift he gave to me. In another narration, in Sahih Imam Muslim, the Prophet asked him, Bashir, do you have other children than him? He said, yes. He said, did you give each one of them a similar gift? He said, no. So the Prophet ﷺ said, in this case, do not take me as a witness. I do not testify upon injustice. And this hadith has a number of issues and benefits that we could reap from it. Among them, that being fair is mandatory. And this is why the Prophet instructed him, ordered him a direct order and directive to be fair, which means it's not recommended, it is rather mandatory and obligatory. Also, it signifies and indicates that favoring one over the other is injustice, and refraining from testifying means that it is prohibited to engage in such an action. Order him to take it back indicates that it's a serious offense and sin. And such favoritism would lead to severing the ties of kinship. We all know what happened with the siblings of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. Though his father was a prophet himself, Prophet Yaqub, nevertheless, he did not favor his son other than loving him so much that it was so obvious. But he didn't favor him in giving him anything extra. Now imagine if he were to favor him in providing for him other than the other brothers of his.